Neil McEvoy Propel. I'm outside the Huggards. I come down to meet Vince Yewlett. Vince is Vinspiration on TikTok, and some of Vince's posts on TikTok have really got my attention. So I wanted to come down and speak to Vince about the Huggard, about the services, because I've never heard a single service user have a good word to say about the Huggard. So, Vince, do you have many good words to say about the Huggard?
So my experience, all the people I'm speaking to, no, I haven't had much word. No one said much positive about the Huggard Centre. You know, a lot of people are saying they're coming down here just to get housed, and they ended up with all multiple substance misuse problems. Substance misuse is a big problem down here.
So why are they coming here and ending up with substance misuse problems?
Well, I think a big reason is, one of some of the issues we brought up to the APB and Welsh Government is police are turning a blind eye down here because they want it kept in a certain area of the city so it's not spread all over the city. Yeah. So then it's obviously it's a breeding ground for more issues.
So what's the APB, just to explain to people?
Area planning boards. So Welsh Government give the funding to 7 area planning boards across Wales. And then the funding then goes to like homeless shelters and substance misuse third sector charities. Okay,
so what you're saying is that people come down, they embrace substance abuse. So what you're saying is then you're alleging that drugs are readily available at the Huggard?
Yeah, they will be readily available at the Huggard. You know, that's the idea. It's meant to be kept in a certain area to stop it from spreading across the city.
So if you're not on drugs and you come here because you're homeless, you're going to be exposed to drugs, you're saying?
Yeah, a big problem which I took to the APB and Welsh Government was there was youngsters coming down here between 18 and 25, some of them got thrown out their house or had an argument with the missus, and they had to come down here to get housed. Now, they didn't have drug addiction issues, and my point was, when I took to the APB and Welsh Government is you're putting youngsters down here, they end up getting addicted on other drugs, then it's a repeat cycle, they never come out the system.
So what do the staff do about the drug problem?
They don't do much about the drug problem, to be honest. There's not much they can do.
Okay. So there's the issue there with drugs, you say. What's your experience of the Huggard? Because some of the things you've raised or you've alleged about funding and getting people off substances, what's your experience of that? What's your opinion? What's happened to you in the Huggard?
So when I was down here volunteering in 2018-19, I was volunteering giving out clothes, and when I was giving out the clothes I started getting people into work and substance misuse projects, and when I was helping so many people, I think I got 16 people involved in work projects and substance misuse projects within 20 hours, and because people were paid to do that position and I was doing it well, they sort of was quite resentful towards me, and they wanted to get rid of me because I made them look bad in a way, which was not my intention. My intention is to help people.
So you were volunteering and you were having more success than people who were being paid to do the job. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, that's exactly what I'm saying. You know, and if you're getting resentful towards people who are making a difference and they're genuinely helping people, I know these people like family members, like, you know, it's just that they didn't ask to be addicted. There's, you know, it's the nature of addiction. You know, if you're getting resentful towards someone for helping, you're in the wrong line of business. You know,
I remember in Canton, I'll vouch for Vince here. A woman pulled over randomly. We were talking. She pulled over and rolled down the wheel, pushed the window down, and she thanked Vince for all that you've done for her son. And that was just one individual, as one incident which caught my attention. What do you think the way forward is, Vince?
The way forward is to, you know, have a look at these issues. Like, you know, ego's got no place in places like this. Yeah. If someone can genuinely come along and help, you shouldn't be more concerned about your wage packet and a position if you can't fulfil that position. That goes against everything you claim to stand for.
And funding, is that what you mean?
It's all about funding, yeah, and money. Like, you know, it's sad, really. Like, it is really sad down here.
I think for me, it's a bit of the allegations from Vince there. But it seems to be a bit of a common theme in Wales where it comes out of funding, and it's finance driven, supposedly in a sector which is a charity. But they very often across Wales, I think charities are almost like businesses. What do you think?
Yeah, they've sort of lost a lot, like substance misuse services, some of the issues I've raised. Yeah. It's not about helping the community, it's about keeping yourselves in high positions, you know, and they're willing to go to any lengths to keep themselves in high positions, as I've got a lot of evidence to prove that, and I've also got reporters going through it all now.
Right. Well, I've written to Cadfas, and I'm going to have a meeting with them. I've written to the chief executive of the Huggard, and to be fair, he replied very quickly. So I'd like to arrange a meeting with him and look at the material that Vince is going to provide me and seek some answers.
I got one more issue. So
Yeah.
another issue which I took to the APB and Welsh Government as well, when people are coming out of jail after getting rehabilitated and new education or whatever, they're putting them down here to be housed in the grips where everyone else with addiction and drugs widely available. Yeah, you're not giving them a fair chance. People are not having a fair chance to change their lives if you're getting put down in a place like this, if you're an ex-user of substance misuse or alcohol.
I've come across two people fairly recently, and maybe if you could tell me whether, in your opinion, these are common experiences, but there was one man, homeless person I met in Fairwater, managed to get him rehoused. Contrary to policy, he got put in a hotel instead of coming down to the hostel. The reason he didn't want to go to the Huggart was because he didn't want to start abusing substances again.
Yeah.
I came across an unfortunate young lady in town, clearly having a difficult time, and started talking to her, and she said that she got substance free, she had kicked the habits, but then got placed in the Huggart to live. And she said that she got back on drugs, and she was, as a result, acting as a prostitute in town. That was very, very sad, and she didn't want to be doing that, but was funding a drug habit. Would you say that those are common experiences, Vince?
They are very common experiences, and they wonder why the prison system's so full. Like, you know, you get taking people out of certain environments and you put them back down here for unseen circumstances, and they end up wrapped back up in the system again, unable to break them cycles.
Thanks, Vince, and thanks for taking time to come down today. I'm going to get on with organising those meetings. I'll see what they say. I'll put Vince's allegations to them, and I'm not jumping to any conclusions. I'm open-minded, so I'll be listening to what the Huggard has got to say to me, bearing in mind all the conversations I've had with people, and I'll be looking to listen to what the drug services are saying, the drug rehabilitation services, and we'll come back to this, Vince. Vince, we'll talk again. Diolch yn fawr.
Thank you. Thank you very much.